Hey everyone, Trish here, Deerhead Gal. Before we get started today on what we're going to do, I want everybody to go and hit that subscribe button and make sure you give this video a thumbs up so I can keep getting video and content out there for you all. So let's get into what we're going to do today. I asked online and people spoke, and you guys want to see how to change your oil on your motorcycle. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to head on over to the tool cart. Let's go. Alright, so it's pretty simple actually. You only need a few things. So you want your owner's manual for starters. Here we have a 2010 Honda Shadow that we're going to be doing the oil change for today, because this is going to tell you the specifics that you need for what you're going to be using on your bike. So here we have a wrench that's going to be specific to the size of the bolt that you're going to be loosening for the drain plug. Then we have the oil filter that you're going to need. And then we have our oil here. So you want to check your owner's manual again for the right weight or viscosity that your specific bike needs. Then we have a funnel, we have a drain pan, and then while I'm at home here working in my home garage, I usually like to stick a big piece of cardboard under there so you're not dripping oil all over your floor. That's all you need. Alright, so we're going to start by putting your mat or your chunk of cardboard underneath your bike to catch any oil, if any should fall out or drip out. And then what you want to do before you put your oil pan in here to catch the oil that's going to come up, you want to get your wrench on that bolt and you want to loosen it up. So get your wrench on here, get this bolt loosened, take your wrench off, and then you want to slip the drain pan under here, and then there are tools that grab that bolt, but I'm just going to use my fingers. So you want to loosen up this bolt. It's going to come spitting out everywhere. Let that oil drain out. Don't lose your bolt. Set it on that piece of cardboard. Just want to mention here too, when you have that bolt off, you want to take a look at this seal or this little brass washer that's on here. If this is all corroded, you want to replace that. If it's in good condition, that's fine. We can reuse that. So I went ahead and after the oil is done draining, I went ahead and just put my drain plug back in. I like to do that right away so I don't forget to put it back in. So now you need to locate the filter on your bike. Your owner's manual, if you can't find it, that'll be the best way to find it. If it's not readily able for you to see or you don't know what you're looking for. So here is my oil filter that I am taking off. You want your drain pan close because more oil is going to come spitting out. They do make tools that grip the oil filter to come out, because when your hands are getting greasy, they can be kind of hard to screw off depending upon who changed your oil to. Some people really like to Hulk those things on there really tight. So you can use the tool if you want. Otherwise, just a little elbow grease will help you get it off. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew mine. Again, oil is going to start running everywhere, so get it off as quick as you can. Put the drain pan back there. Mine's in kind of an awkward spot, so that's why that cardboard or that mat is super helpful. So here is your oil filter. All right, now we're going to take your new filter. Shout out to Wix Filters, by the way. They're excellent filters. They've not sponsored this video in any way. These are just tried and true filters that I always use, and they work great. So you're going to want to take out your new filter. To make sure it glides on and seals nicely, you just want to take a little bit of that old oil, put it right around the seal like that. You don't have to gob it on there, just enough to where it'll glide on smoothly. So then you want to remove your oil pan. And we'll screw it on there. You want to screw it on until it makes contact with the engine, and then go another half to 3/4 of a turn beyond that. So here I am, my contact point is met. I'm going to go another half, and then another 3/4 of a turn, or another bit of a turn to make it to 3/4. And then your filter's on there. So something I realized I forgot to mention is here I've got a scissor jack. I've got the bike up on that. This bike does not have a center stand. Some do, some don't. You'll know if it does. If you don't know what you're looking for, again, look at your owner's manual. They're not required. I just find that they make things a lot easier to get that bike jacked up a little, just how it would if you were changing the oil on any other kind of vehicle. Okay, so now I've switched over to the other side of the bike. It's where you need to locate your where your dipstick is or your oil fill cap. So that's what this is here. So you want to remove that. You set it on your piece of cardboard. So you can do one of two things. You can use a filter and pour your oil through the filter. Otherwise, they make these handy little caps. It's like a cap extension. Just make sure that it's screwed on tight. That way you don't even need a funnel, and you can just put it right in there. Your owner's manual will say exactly how many quarts of oil for this one. It's 2.7. So I'm going to go ahead and get this oil filled. Alright, so now that you hopefully got your oil all in, you want to put the cap or the dipstick back in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start the bike up. We're going to let it idle for about 3 to 5 minutes. You want that oil to go into the oil filter, and so when you go to check your oil then to make sure it's at the optimal level, it's going to give you an accurate reading. So that's what we're going to do now. So you just hop on your bike. You can keep it on the stand and you want to. Just make sure that your bike is in neutral, of course, so it doesn't take off on you. But when you check your oil, you want your bike to be upright. So you just go ahead and start her up, let her idle for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then you go ahead and kill it. Okay, so once you have your bike back off, what we're going to do is we're going to check the oil level then. So go back to your dipstick. Get it pulled out, get it wiped clean so we get an accurate reading, and then you don't want to screw the dipstick in all the way, and most bikes are going to be like that, so you get an accurate reading. Gold standard again, check your owner's manual to make sure, but we're going to check the oil. This one, like I said, we do not screw in, so I wiped it clean so we get an accurate reading. We're going to pull it back out, and now you'll notice that there are 2 lines on the bottom, or hash marks. You want to make sure that the oil level sits between those lines, and if it does, you're good to go. If it does not, you want to check to make sure you have enough oil in there and adjust accordingly. Alright, so that's changing your oil. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. A couple other things. If you need to get rid of your waste oil and your oil filter, which you're probably going to need to, take it to your local parts store or your local repair shop. They'll be happy to get it disposed of for you. Any other videos that you guys want to see, make sure to comment down below, or you can go on over to my Instagram at GearheadGal. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what would be helpful for you. I love talking to and making these videos for other bike enthusiasts, people that just really enjoy working on their bikes, because I do too. So until next time, this is Trish, Gearhead Gal, reminding you to keep the rubber side down.